So, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone and their families are doing very well. So, today's Sunday, and the program now being done on Sunday is life issues, right? Um, so, today is an open talk. Yes. So anything goes with the exception of insult, politics, or disrespects. In here, we have boundaries. We have clear expectations. So, and we are here to teach and learn. If that's not you here for, then this is not the place for you to be. So, it is said that life is full of ups and downs. However, how many have you experienced? Just make sure you look at the link, go to Amazon to purchase my book, Unveiling My Life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. All right. And once you read it, give me a healthy review. Let me just find myself and share. Yeah, let me see where I am. Am I? Here we go. So when you come through, please share. Invite friends also. I'm working my way out into convincing my husband to every now and then join us. that's going to be that's going to be the day. All right. So life issues is as in my native language, they would say Abrabo Mu Nsem. We deal with that on a daily basis, right? Nothing in life is a straight line, right? We go through challenges, struggles, difficulties, um, uncertainty based on our choices that we make or people we allow in our circle, right? In our circles, because I'm talking in general, um, whom we give our power away to, because we do have some people, they cannot function without someone directing them. We have some individuals, both male and female, that were born with leadership, and there are others who have been trained to be a leader or a follower. But being a follower is something that everyone on social media, almost everyone on social media, uh, do. I said almost because you do have some big shot people or some individuals who are public figures and some people who will never follow any of their followers, because like they have so many followers and you see whom they following and you see zero, right? Okay. Now, why do we follow people? Each and every one of us have our reasons. For me, I follow people, certain people. I'm very selective when it comes to social media and also in real life. The people that I get close to, people that I tend to, interact with them on social media, situations that I get myself involved, because, like, I cannot just receive anything, everything, because our mind is a very powerful tool. It can be manipulated at any age. Children are easy to be able to kind of like manipulate their minds, in many ways. And hopefully, I'm hoping that most parents, people who work with children are doing it for better cause, for good cause, as to teaching them life skills, coping skills, as to how to manage their emotions when things are not going the way that they want it to. Or, like, if they do not get their way. um, Temper tantrum is something that you have both children all ages and adults all ages. Some of them go through with that. Some display such behavior because they have never been taught of any type of coping skills, even deep breathing, how to do a deep breathing, how to do counting, taking time away, walking away, um, requesting for personal space, using their words effectively, or using their active listening. There's so much that can be done, right? However, like, you have some adults who have been trained, um, as as a child or as children, but growing up, or since they're adults now, they feel like, they have the power to do anything, so they can make their own decisions. They will not listen to anybody as to whether they're doing the right thing or not. Some are very reactive. They act on things based on their intuition, uh, or based on their emotions, mostly their emotions. So if they are anxious, nervous, uh, upset, mad, whatsoever, sad, happy, they will just make decisions, right? That's like short term goals, like things that it's like you have a problem, you put a band-aid on, and then you don't even take time to kind of like um, put medication on it. If like clean it up with alcohol, to make sure there is no bacteria and stuff. You just like open up bandage, you put it on it, for the moment, right? It's solved. So why the heck not? You don't need to go back to it. But then, you have those who are proactive, being proactive. Before you even take any actions, you're going to pause, assess the situation or the problem, find and learn a long-term goal solution as to how to deal with the problem, and as you go to resolve the problem without it having to repeat itself. That's what, majority of the time, some of the things that happens in life. So when we say that, life is full of ups and downs, it's a whole lot. Most times you have people make decisions at the moment, at the time, particular time. It feels like it's the right decision to make, but as time goes on, you come to figure out or learn that, okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea or great idea. And then if you are able to like kind of utilize your intelligence or be a critical thinker, what you would do is to kind of like stop, go back to the drawing board, right, and figure out how best to proceed with whatever challenges or struggles, difficulties that you're facing, or achievement that you have made. It's always important, to also speak a lot of positivity words onto yourself, right? Don't listen to the outside noise, because the outside noise, majority of them, they just, throw out big words and say things that they think is what you need, or maybe it's working for them because that's the limit that they can go. But you just need to process. Always, like, whenever you learn something new, you can't just go and implement it. You have to have better understanding how this is going to benefit you, how it's going to work, how you're going to um, proceed with that, how you're going to apply into your daily routine, or things that you were used to, without having a setback or too much problems in your life, right? You have to do that. So when we go on social media, we need to interact with other people, just like I'm doing. Uh, in your relationship, how you interact with your partner, in your marriage, how you get along with your significant others. Those, when you go to relationships and marriages, the big things or the important things that sticks out is how to effectively communicate with your partner, for you to have better understanding where each and every one of you is coming from. We are raised in different outbringing, different backgrounds. So it's like, and you have people who married people outside their country, outside their continent, right? And they don't know nothing about their culture or tradition. So the best possible way is for you to, like, educate them, for them to learn from each other. Like, I love what is the book, the five languages, the five language, yeah, I forgot the author. It just gives you a great emphasis of being married to someone who does not come from the same place you from, or like they don't know about your culture, because in some culture you can look someone in the eye and it's perfectly okay, because that tells the other person you are paying attention to what they're saying to you, or you are really receiving the message that they're telling you. Whereas you go to another culture, looking someone in the eye can be considered as you being disrespectful, right? In some ways. So, like, you have to learn how things work wherever you travel to, or wherever you're from, who you engaging in conversation and everything with. So a lot of times that's what happens. So, like, when you have different discussion, can you go to the other room? When you have different discussions with people, right? Because on social media, it's a big platform, so you always going to interact or come across with people who may not have the same values that you have or I have, the same intelligence that you have or I have, because we all have different understanding and, intelligence, wisdom, and everything all around. Sometimes when you engage in discussion with other people, being that you are at work, within your family members, with your partner, with your friends, and people on social media, you have to understand that everyone is going to come from different aspects. They may have different understanding of the topic that you having a discussion about. And sometimes, like, just like I'm having open talk discussion, you can talk basically almost about everything, but where I'm coming from might be different from where you coming from or another person coming from. The goal is to making sure that I have understanding that just because, or you have the understanding that just because this person does not agree with me or you, or like their thinking process is different from your thinking process, it doesn't mean that that person is wrong or you are wrong, right? So it's like it could be either or. uh, the best possible way to take away something from that discussion is for you to ask questions. Okay, when you said X, Y, and Z, what did you mean about that? Because I want you to kind of like emphasize what you said earlier. Uh, Sometimes when you engage in like group discussion, right? One of the things that stands out is that you have some people who are able to articulate things and have better understanding and stay quiet throughout the whole throughout for most part of discussion until they hear their name called to also speak up. They will listen to what every person say, right, and make mental note. Okay, where the other people are coming from, and gather their thoughts. Okay, when I am called on, how best can I approach this discussion without offending someone, or even if I do offend someone, how best can I resolve this conflict without disrespecting the other person or cursing the other person out or trying to impose my thoughts on that person or downplay that person's opinion. And then you have others who, and those are higher percentage, the ones who will make their point, and then once you start talking, they will be rude and disrespectful and interrupt you, and you trying to make your point, they will interject again and trying to tell you what you can and cannot say, like they control you, like they are the one who is responsible for you, right? That like you have given your power away for them, especially if you do not redirect them, or like very much so in the most effective, intelligent way. You know how like sometimes you talk to people, right? Different type of people, and someone who is a critical thinker, has emotional intelligence, will backslap you, not physical backslap, but they will say something, right, to redirect you or school you or educate you in a constructive way, right? With structural criticism, and you will have nothing to say because you can't even process what that person has said to you. But the only thing you know that you don't have any comeback. You don't know what to say to the person because that person, everything that they said has shut you up. You cannot diffuse what they have said. And then as the discussion goes on, excuse me, welcome everybody. Excuse me. As the discussion goes on, you will keep thinking back to what the person said to you, and you still cannot fathom with it, cannot really have understanding what that person means, right? And then sometime down the line, at times it could happen during the discussion or as the discussion is going on, and sometimes it will be after the fact, or other times it could be a day, two, a week from now, months from now, before it finally hits you that, oh damn it, that person just that person just, kind of like schooled me, or like put me down in a style, like, just slap me without them having to physically put their hands on me. What they said made you look like you are unintelligent because of something that you said to them disrespectfully. We have some people who have boundaries. They will allow you to say certain things, but if you go too far, they will respond to you. And when they do respond to you, you will not like what they say, because you will not be able to articulate what they say to you. On social media, like, you have some men and some women, both genders, who have a tendency to disrespect other people, look down on other people, or say things without restraint. I mean, words can be very hurtful, or helpful, right? It could harm someone, it could help someone elevate, right? It can break you or make you, based on where the person is coming from. Okay, welcome, Sunny Lane Family Church. Good to see you. Anybody is welcome to bring your opinion with this is open talk. So you can share your views on what I'm talking about. Sister Sage Williams, welcome. I'm talking about, it's an open discussion, but where I started off is that it is said that life is full of ups and downs. However, how many have you experienced? And I went into life, being part of, full of challenges, struggles, difficulties, how we deal with situation, conflict resolutions, how we are able to learn from our mistakes as we age, being children. When you are a child, you don't have control of your daily routine or decision making. The adults makes it for you. But once you get older, who's stopping you from doing the things that will be beneficial for you to help you grow, do better in life without putting yourself in situation? Why do we follow people or like unfollow people? How do we become a leader, in situation on social media, within our family members, with our partners, raising our kids, all around? That's a good summary. Okay, so that's where I'm at. So you each welcome to bring your views, because most times it's good to also hear from different perspectives, learning from someone else, and stuff like that. Miss Teresa Fojo, welcome. Miss Rosie Apia, welcome. That big General Sam, welcome. So when you come, share the program, invite friends. You can also put in your comments. I'll read it, for you to be part. If you would like to join in, let me know. I'll send you the StreamYard link, or you can call me through WhatsApp. Number is on the screen displaying, or call me through Messenger to also talk. You can join in the StreamYard link with video or via audio, whichever one you feel comfortable with. No problem. All right. So everybody else is on it, that I haven't acknowledged. It's not intentional. Welcome, everyone. I think What was I doing before I fall? What was I supposed to put in? Okay, so Sister Sage Williams, said, greetings, Sister Adra Odo, and the beautiful people on the platform. Greetings to you as well, says, did you get my message yesterday? Okay, so once I finish with the program, I will put in the things that I had left you a message for, and we go from there. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me share this. I think that's what I forgot to do. So it's like, at times, as I was saying, sometimes you follow people and they will not follow you back. I mean, it's okay as long if the person is like, have educational program, something that you learn things from, you are able to pick one or two things from there. It's okay as to whether or not they follow you or not. It's okay because you are receiving something productive and positive from them to help you um, grow, right? um, and then you have some who follow people because they cannot function on their own. People who cannot function on their own, like their brains are very small because they don't want to learn. I mean, we have brains for a reason. The more you learn, it expands, right? You become wiser and wiser. But don't get me wrong, there are some people, it don't matter how old you are. There are some kids, they're very intelligent. Some of them are geniuses, to tell you the truth. Um, and then you have some adults, they even have gray hair, right? And when they open their mouth, you want to like dig a hole and put your head in there. But like, gosh, dear Lord, please cover my ears. Don't let me hear this. Yeah. So it's always good to talk to different people, all ages. Even our kids that we raise at home, we need to listen to them. Being a follower, if you are following someone because the person is a positive role model, right? It's a mentor. That's great. But if you following someone who is just fooling around and speaking rubbish, then I don't know what your purpose is, right? Why would you encourage something that will not bring growth and change in your life? You will not learn anything productive. You don't even learn from your mistake, because some people, they will give you reasons, excuses, and blame others for how they are now. As I said earlier, go to Amazon, get my book, Unveiling My Life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. It's about trauma. So, and then once you read it, give me a review by Abrabo Mu Nsem. Mhm. Go get it. Don't be shy here. As I said, in here we come to learn and teach. We do not condone in any insults, disrespect. Yeah. Mm, if you don't want to learn, that's quite okay. So, oh Lord, when things in your life, as to whether issues, problems, conflict with your family members, conflict or misunderstanding with your life partner, as to whether or not you're dating or you are married, right? Oh Lord, it's always important for the two of you to kind of like work on yourself. In order for couples to solve their marital issues and their relationship issues, the two of you, each one of you, need to work on yourself, because you come from different outbringing. Okay, some of us come from a strict parenting or house home or family. Others, structure, strict and structure. Others are kind of disorganized. There's no structure. There's no role model in there. The environment was unhealthy. And then you have others who comes from toxic household. You have some kids who grew up watching their father abuse their mothers or their sisters, their older siblings, and some of you grew up in an unhealthy household, whereas the person in your life, either a mother or a father, will use sex as a means or a tool to punish those they claim they love. Um, Growing up in abusive home, being molested or being raped or having a family member who is a pedophile. All this craziness, in a home that nobody cares about what happens to you, emotionally, psychologically, things that are being said to you have affected you or impact you in a negative way, right? We do have some adults who goes into abusive relationship because it's a cycle. They cannot break that cycle. If they meet someone who is kind, loving, and dedicated to, make them happy, being that they come from an abusive home, they don't see that as something positive, right? Because there's no beatings going on, there's no domestic violence, or there's no like it's not toxic enough for them. It's abnormal for them. And then vice versa, people who were raised in a healthy household, when they do see any type of abuse, for them, it's a red flag, toxic, they will walk away. You also have those who grew up with no father figure in the house. Some of them will get professional help, others will learn coping skills, that will help, they will use to help themselves heal and kind of like detach themselves from that reenactment behavior, and they'll be able to find a good partner, right? And then you have those when they see something like that, they will be more inclined to leave. They're not going to give the person the opportunity. But and then you have the ones who do not learn, right? They are not knowledgeable. They didn't have resources. They were limited with those resources, and they see that being hit on, being abused, being looked down, or being used is the norm. So they will stay with that. Sister says, William says, I did, says, I left you a message. Oh, I think I was going to play it last night, but I got distracted. That you just reminded me. I think I saw, I clicked on it, but then something happened. That took my attention from it. I'll listen to it when I finish, then I'll follow through. I do not have any more of the, oh really? Oh man. Like every time I go to my younger sister's place, either my my younger sister, her daughter, or her oldest daughter, or her husband always have a color of a shirt on that I don't have, or Jinyami shirt, but it's okay. So we will put that on hold. If at any point you do get any more of the Jinyame print, please let me know. Don't forget about me. And you know my size, so you can send me a message or like, say call me to let me know so I can order mine. I have other prints. Okay, I'll go to the website and check it out and get some stuff. There's a color, I'm not sure if I took a picture and sent it to you, that my sister's husband had on. It's a very unique color. I can't even say what color it was, but it's not blue. It's not light blue. Like it's not top. Like I don't know. I'll have to figure out the color. See, like sometimes my color is off, so I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I'll just leave it be. When you have a chance, please let me know. We'll do. We'll do. Thank you so much. Thanks. No problem. I will do that, sis. Don't worry about it. Mhm. You see, like sometimes I get distracted. I said I was going to like share this, and I haven't shared. So let me just do that quick here. As I'm doing that. What happened? Is that my brother? Hi, Sam. How are you? I'm doing very well. I'm doing program life issues today. I switch it from Friday to Sundays because Fridays I have other commitment. Yeah. And you want to know what I'm talking about?
Not yet.
Come on. I'm speaking with my brother. My husband is so messed up. He just walked away with my brother. It's okay. I'll catch up. Hi, Papa Elizabeth. How you doing? It's good to see you. Happy weekend to you as well. It's good. It's open talk, so you can join in. Okay, we're talking about life being full of ups and downs. And how many have you experienced? Yeah. So put in your contribution. Let me see. Let me put this here. Okay. Yeah. So it's like, sometimes you might, and then you may go into relationship. I know, like, not nobody's perfect. No one is perfect. If anybody tells you they're perfect, they're lying to you. I mean, like, each and every one of us has made mistakes, not one mistake, mistakes here and there. From our childhood to our adulthood, I have made some mistakes. Oh my gosh. And trust me, the most important thing is for you to not repeat the same mistake. Um, but some people, they don't learn from that. They don't care. They just, do things as they go. Um, can you go back to where you were? Because you guys gonna distract me. Thank you. Okay, I'm not playing. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. You just like, getting me distracted. What I know is never ever give up. Ah, One Love says, most certainly. In everything in life, whatever comes in our way, whatever challenges, struggles, difficulties that we go through, like if you fall down 1,000 times, you need to get up 1,001 times, because that one extra time will place you where you need to be. You will overcome everything that you do. Like, Robert Elizabeth, thank you so much for bringing that up. Like, I remember, oh, by the way, if you just join in, go to Amazon, get Unveiling My Life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. And in there, I spoke about when the heart the heart comes calling. Like you go through some instances, challenges, and then before you know it, it's like you feel helpless and hopeless, right? Like you will never find love, or like things will not come to pass, and then someone just comes in your life and you be like, my gosh, where have you been? But for me, in like my marriage, it didn't start out so like charming and loving, and there was so much challenges, so much struggle. Some of them I created it because I was not happy. So it's like, how like sometimes you interact with people, or you get with someone who is like holding on to so much, pain, grief, hurt, being betrayed, and does not trust anyone. So it's like, everything that you tell them, it goes here and then it comes through here. Like they they don't care. Uh, I have gotten to the point that I really did not care as to who comes to my life, like, what you bring in, because I was done with men. But before my husband and I got married, like I went through so many I went to some trials that I wasn't expecting to go through. And at times you be like, okay, what did I do? Like, I'm a good person. I have a good heart. I don't think ill of anybody. I do not cross people. I don't talk about people. I don't do nobody wrong. So why me? But Kay's support, my siblings support, my parents support. Like I have the best family. I mean, I have been blessed with so many um, loved ones. Even among my good friends, I see them as blood related family, because the love that they have shown me, the support that they have given me is incredible. And um, you always find something new. Um, and my best friend, Nana Chermi, he held me up when I was down. My parents and my siblings were there. They support me every single step. But my best friend, he was the one that really he sat me down and he gave me the plain truth. He said it as it needs to be. He was like, listen, Adwa, you are someone that is like strong, independent, I know you can take care of yourself financially, this and this and that and that. However, people need people. And the person that you just brought to my house, and he's the one who suggested for me to invite Kay to come for dinner, because in the beginning I wasn't going to give him face. I wasn't interested. I didn't want to be bothered. But he was like, I want to see him, invite him for dinner with my wife and family, and then we will talk and just see how things are. So my best friend was like, you are hot, he seems calm and cold, so the two of you will be compatible. I was like, I roll my eyes. That's what I did. Yes, I roll my eyes like, whatever. Radakwe, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for sharing the program. I roll my eyes like, whatever. Anyway, but I did listen. I didn't make it in a way. Oh, thank you so much, Sister Elizabeth, for the love. I was like, what? Yes, you do. You need to get the book. I mean, there are so much insightful information, coping skills that helped me. So I just, share my experience, the things that I had to endure and things that I learned that kind of like get me to fully to heal from a lot of emotional um, things, and not have that impacted me psychologically, because some people lose their mind when they go through some type of trauma. So don't ever look down on someone. If someone is sharing their stories, it's good for you to just listen and take something from it, because we're not the same. Our emotions are not the same. Something that you may see that is small might be huge, humongous on someone else. We don't grieve the same way. We don't go through pain the same way. Someone can get a cut on their finger. They will not be able to, like, even stand the blood. They will pass out. Others will freak out, and then you have some, they will dip their finger in their mouth to stop the bleeding like nothing happened and go back to whatever else that they were doing. Some will be like, disregard and be like, shrug their shoulder. So it's different for everybody. But in everything, my best friend, in the beginning when I first met him, he was like, I'm never friends with any female without being in a relationship. I was like, well, you're looking at one. I'm going to be the first person. And true enough, yes, we've been friends since 1998. So we going, it's almost 26 years. My gosh, it's been a long time. We've been friends for almost 26 years, coming in the summer in June. That's awesome. I didn't even realize it's been that long. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so he played a major part in it. Just like, he was like, you can't just disregard someone because of what um your ex did to you, or your exes did to you, cheating on you. I had two people prior to my husband whom I went out with, and they both cheated on me. And trust me, girl, like, Lord Jesus, when that happened, you know, I broke off the relationship with the both of them. And then once I broke it off, I questioned myself again, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why the heck? Why do I have to be the one to break up? Like, why two different people from two different backgrounds, but they both Ghanaians, cheated on me? What was wrong with me? Why? Did Was I not good enough? You start questioning yourself, because, like, around that time my confidence were not as high as it is now, right? Because, like, I mean, I never grew up, being a follower, comparing myself with others, or competing with other people. I was a loner at some point of my life, and I stayed to myself. But most of my good friends were male. I spoke to males than females. So I didn't talk to have a lot of female friends because of, gossiping and stuff like that. I was a tomboy. That's how I was. But, as I got older, my demeanor, everything changes, gradually and stuff like that. I know, right? But okay, I heard about, like, the internet in Ghana, like, all over. yesterday I thought that it was just suffer some more also um other issues, but from what I'm hearing is like all over, that's crazy. But my niece was saying, Grace was saying that there is an app that you guys will need to upload and stuff like that. I'm not sure, I don't have all the details. So if I do get extra the information, I will send it your way, brother Quay. Mhm. Okay. So it was, my best friend was helpful. I guess he was um looking out for me because he showed his love through his actions. In the beginning I didn't see where he was coming from, but now when I look back, he did me an awesome, helpful favor, because I would have lost something, so great and positive. So when things happens to you, or you go through things, you experience things, you feel betrayal, like you lost trust in someone, you were cheated on, um, and don't feel sad. Don't stay down. Get on up and keep on pressing forward, because I did get up. It took me a while, but I did get up. I was able to learn skills to gradually heal from um, everything that I was going through. I didn't allow that to define me. I just figured things, other things, that helped me be able to kind of move on with my life. When we tend to like give up, like, I don't know, some people it's hard for them. Some people may need to go counseling. Others, I kid you not, like, one of my strength now is for me to just identify places or areas that I'm having a tough time with, and then figure out if it's worth it to work on that issues, or do I need to delete that altogether, and what can I replace with that. Where can I go to get the resources and the necessary information or adequate knowledge to do better, right? Because everything that took place yesterday is done and over with. I can't go back and change that. None of us could do that. We just have to keep pressing forward. If you fail today, there's always tomorrow. Come out with strategic plan, figure out how to proceed. Like, it's okay to fail every now and then. Even as knowledgeable that you could be, there are times that things may not go the way that you want it to go, but that's not the end of the world. Each and every one of us, I say this, knows when we were born. But the day that we will live on this earth, we nobody knows. Even people who are seriously sick, people who were born with underlying medical issues, like, it don't matter. We don't know when we're gonna die, right? We all pray that we live longer and healthier. Um, one of my prayers, I pray on a daily basis for me not to be restricted to my bed. I am used to moving around, being active, being able to communicate with people, expressing my feelings, expressing myself, talking to people, learning from people, and also um, providing them information that I know will be beneficial for them. Because when you are limited and restricted of any type of physical movement, you become vulnerable to every single person, including your enemies. So will they will be able to do whatsoever to you without you being able to prevent them from harming you. And the next thing is not being able to talk. When you are unable to open your mouth and communicate what you would like to have, share your desires, which is our want and our need, people will just produce whatever as to whether or not it's good for you or not, because they don't care. You cannot express that, right? So that's something that you have to be mindful of. I mean, when you interact with people, right? Sometimes you may have two people arguing. That has nothing to do with you. For me, like, I try not to get into people's business. Like, if I'm walking in the community and I see commotions going on in that area, trust me, if turning around is going to take me longer, I don't care. I will turn right around and go the long route. I am not going to take the shortcut just because there has been incident and situation when someone is minding their business. They have nothing to do with the commotion going on, but because they happen to be there at the wrong time, they end up losing their life or getting hurt. Or some people will get uh, put in jail because they were at the crime scene. Hmm. For me, I'm not gonna be there. Like, I talk a lot, but I do not place myself in situation that has nothing to do with me. It could be on social media. If you have two people, like, arguing and stuff, I mean, if is escalating, you can say, okay, guys, please, let's just apologize to each other and have a constructive discussion. If they both turn and tell you be quiet, in the rude way, which is the S word, shut up, you'll be like, okay, this is my time to exit, right? Because they cannot be educated. Worse, things that someone might say, you may not take it to light, but it can have effect on you. Brother Stephen also, welcome. How are you? So there are some things that we need to do in life. Effective communication. Many people have spoken about it. I always use that word in almost all my videos. Effective communication. You can communicate with people, but it's not everything that we say that will be effective, that the other person will receive it. You talking. But when you have effective communication, it means that the person that you like, you make an impact with what you're saying. The other person is engaging with you and they understand where you're coming from. So they are receptive to what you're saying and you are receptive to what they're saying. And with that, you're also going to use your active listening. It's so disrespectful and rude when someone is speaking and you don't excuse yourself, you just interject. You rudely cut the person off and you start talking like what the person is saying is unimportant. That's not effective communication. That's not using your active listening. Whatever the person is saying, you listen to what they're saying, and then you can pinpoint the key words. Some people, they will write down. I mean, we have note space on our phone. You can write down what stands out for you. So once the person is done talking, before you even talk, for you to have better understanding, of where the person is coming from, you can, paraphrase what they say, right? Reflect what they say. Like, okay, so from my understanding, what I'm hearing is that you do not like to be stared at when I'm talking to you. And you want me to tone down my voice. You don't want me yelling. You do not like when I use profanity, like inappropriate words when we are talking. This is some of the things that you don't like. This is some of the things that you like. Did I get everything right, or did I leave anything out? Would you like to add more before I speak, or you okay with me also speaking? And then you go from there. They can be like, okay, one more thing. Or like, no, I'm good and you got it right. So you can go right ahead and talk. I mean, like, that's, having effective communication, using your active listening, because you were listening to the person, you pay close attention to what the person is saying, and you note down the most important of what stands out for you. That's why when you reflect that, the person can tell you maybe you forgot something important and stuff. And this is something that every person needs to learn: effective communication, because you need it in your relationship, in your marriages, when you interact with people that you work with, all around. And then, learning to respect yourself and respecting others, right? When respect is a two-way street, you need to produce one to earn one. You need to earn it. It cannot be just given to you. Uh-huh. So how you talk to people, your tone of voice, your body posture, all plays part in it. You have some of us, when we talk to you, we may not look straight at you. We may be looking around other places. Some people, they may not look at you, but they see what you're doing. If you roll your eyes, they will see you roll your eyes and stuff like that. Our body posture, like some people will sit with their shoulders bent down, and others sit straight, chest out, not all the way out like this, chest out. Your body posture also play a major part. Your facial expression, if you taking things seriously. I mean, if someone is talking to you and you like look like you about to like bust out laughing, the person will be offended and say like you're not being serious, you're not paying attention to Israel. Welcome. You're not paying attention to what is being said. So when we go through life, we go through life, it is what it is. Whatever it is, you should be able to overcome it, right? However, some people miss the most important, the key component when you come upon, challenges, struggles, and difficulties and hard times. Some of us do not know how to react to the situation, how to respond, how to approach it. They lacking of that coping skills. So they will be more inclined to be reactive, right? They just react based on their emotions. I mean, never make important decisions when you are emotional. Emotional being, you sad, happy, in pain, relief, like you have to be on a neutral space in order for you to make better or good judgment. When you going through things, being excited, being anxious, being confused, being optimistic, you have to calm yourself down before you make big decisions. Don't listen to the outside noise. This is why it's good or essential for each and every one of us to develop our brains by learning, learning, and learning. You have to unlearn, relearn. Things that are not working for you, stop pursuing it. Stop pressing. You know, for many years, your way has not been working and you keep doing it. You don't listen to nobody because you feel that you in control of everything. Why do you think, like, workplaces, it don't matter if you're a good worker. If you have bad attitude, you are disrespectful, you look down on others, you create problems, unhealthy environment, you're going to get fired. You're going to get let go. And then you have some people who are there, they are set in condition, they are a problem. They come and create problems and lure you into it. So if you don't learn to be proactive, not be reactive, because if you are reactive, you're definitely going to get sucked in. Before you know it, you lose your job. And the bad person is still there because they play their cards right. They press your button and you fall for it. Some people get angry because they don't want to go to anger management classes. They do not want to learn any coping skills. Okay, why are you upset? Why are you angry? Okay, could you have walked away from that situation? Could you have taken a minute or so off? Could you have just go and drink some water? Couldn't you just use your words to express how you feeling? Like, there are so many ways that we can resolve issues, but some people just don't get it. They don't know how to do it. They don't want to learn it. So they just do whatever, right? It will not help you. So, as I was saying before, I went into, oh, Baba Nanaraba, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So, like, you always have to stop for a minute, pause, assess things, process it, give yourself time, make decisions step by step. Don't jump over anything. When you rush into doing things, a lot of mistakes will be made. Exercise patience. Where are you running to? Where are you racing to? Take your time. This is the reason, one of the other reasons we shouldn't impose on our partners, or push people that we claim we care for. Give them their space to grow and change, to make decisions on their own. It's not okay for you to try to control someone, tell other people what they can or cannot do. How dare you? Like, don't do that. Don't allow people to pressure you to make decisions that you know it's not going to help you achieve anything. Every little achievement you have to celebrate. Oh, Papa Elizabeth, thank you. Yes, do get the book. Baba Nanaraba says, I now apply approach, avoidance technique. Ooh, that is that is wise. That I love that. Learn it in the university. That's awesome. They are forms of conflict resolution strategies. Greetings, sis. Greetings to you as well. And it's good to see you. Yesterday, Sofo and I could not come live because he disclosed that there were internet problems where he was at. But I'm finding out is like broader than how I thought it was. Okay, been listening to you, but network is whack. I know, I heard, but thank you. Oh my gosh, like I love that. Yes, there are, like, and I'm glad that you learned this in the university. I learned, conflict resolution through um uh Century role model. Yeah, let me put it here. Century role model. Check it. Teaches. It teaches a lot of conflict resolutions. Uh, Conflict resolutions. Yeah. Yeah. Why you want to do it? You don't want to do it. Mm. And other teachable techniques. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to learn more about conflict resolution, you can Google on Century role model. You can learn a whole lot from there. Like my previous job, we needed to do training about Century role model and also TCI. Mm-hmm. Brother Kwame Omari, welcome. I want to say it's good to see you. I left you a message on WhatsApp. Okay, I will listen to it, Papa, when I finish. I did a couple things this morning, so I haven't gone through my WhatsApp messages yet. Thank you, Brother Kwame Omari. Okay, so I forgot that. I forgot that. Mm-hmm. So like there is a lot of like techniques that one can learn without having to go counseling and stuff, but some people just don't want to learn. They just want to do whatever, but I mean that's their problem. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do health reference. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. So like, with TCI, in terms of it's therapeutic crisis intervention. It's mostly used in residential, which helps residential children, um, or like childcare organization to create a trauma sensitive environment where children and adults are safe and feel safe, proactively prevent or de-escalate potential crisis with children. So TCI training, normally I will bring my cousin, my younger brother Samuel, to talk about TCI training. He's an instructor, so he can give some insight about that, ways and means to de-escalate situation, to calm your child down when they throw temper tantrum without having to buy them love, buying them things to have them stop crying and stuff like that. There are so many ways, using some skills to allow them to learn to express themselves, because a lot of kids or even adults, when they cannot share, they cannot express themselves properly, they act out. Kids who are articulate and are able to like really communicate what they feeling inside, they the rate of them acting out is very low. Mm, yeah, and when they are unhappy, it's it's like, like they will tell you as it is, and they are very truthful with that, and stuff like that. So some of my coping skills that I learned to help myself build myself out and be able to fully heal from my trauma came from that training, going to webinar and seminar about and training regarding sanctuary models and TCI, to prevent myself from getting hurt and also preventing individuals that I work with, because I work with them directly. So it's like, if should a situation arise, among with small or bigger crowd, how do you contain it safely without anyone getting hurt or having to call the cops, all that, like I'm thankful for that job, because I learned a whole lot from them. Says Pax, what's up? Long time. All right. So let's see. Let me do promo, then I'll just conclude it. As I said, today was an open talk in life issues, which is Abrabo Mu Nsem. Abrabo Mu Nsem, like Saturdays with Sofu Samuel. So when we do marriage lessons, we talk, we speak Chi, the Akan language, which is my native language, and we choosing to speak Chi on Saturdays. But life issues, Abrabo Mu Nsem, like, I used to do it on Friday, now it's on Sundays. I'm just going to continue to, I'm still in transition, so I'm trying to figure out the timing, how best, because um it's like the middle of the day, so I have to figure out, like, how best it can help me, because if I have to run some errands before or after, would the time help me, or do I need to change the time? Like, I'm thinking through it. So, but life issues, I normally do it in English, and I choose to do it in English because I kind of like branch in many areas, and most of my followers are not Ghanaians, so I need to be able for them to understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'll mix it in depending the topic of, discussion that I'm having, and so forth. And as I said, you guys are welcome to be part of the discussion through your comments. I'll read it, or you can call me through WhatsApp with the number on display. If you want to join me, I will send you the link. You can join me via audio or via video, to show your pretty face or your handsome faces. Be good with that. But if you don't, that's quite okay. And then, or you can call me through Messenger, to also talk. I don't put the streaming yard link up right away, because I did that one time, and some unintelligent person made a decision to clicking, and when I accepted him, he showed his genital area, um, and I don't understand what he was thinking, and it didn't even look real. I don't know if it was like a toy or whatever, but his okra size did not impress me, or I'm sure those who were watching me at the time, which is sad. Okay, so with the um with the promo. All right, let me start. Okay, so on Saturdays, Sofo Samuel Koso and I come live on Facebook and YouTube, and we talk about the program is marriage lessons, but most of the topics that we talk about is general topics. So if you're single, you're in a relationship, you are married, you are young, and you just want to, like, acquire some knowledge about life itself, you can still join in. And there are some days that we specifically come and talk about marriages, some of the struggles and challenges, um, solutions that married couples can utilize, to build themselves up and have a happier, long lasting, fruitful, happy relationship and marriages and stuff like that. And then with generalized topics, things that we can learn to uh, develop and build ourselves up. So is the program is mostly very positive and, as always, educative. And then Sundays, and we come live at 3:30 on Saturdays with Sofu Samoko, so US Eastern time, and then it will be 7:30 Ghana time on Saturdays. On Sundays, currently, I come live at noon, 12 p.m., which will be 4 p.m. Ghana time, to talk about life issues. So, like, most times, it's like, it's open talk, freestyle. We basically talk about whatever. So it could be that I will come live, we talking, one of you may bring up a topic and we can, discuss it on the spot. Or if, like, I'm done, I will follow up and bring that topic. We will discuss it the next week, or when time allows. If you have any questions, you can ask questions. If you have any productive contributions, you put it up here. As I say, here we come to learn and teach, right? So if you're not someone who wants to learn anything, or like, this is not the place for you. I'm more focused on quality than quantity. That's my personality. It describes me well. All right. So, like, on the Saturdays programs, we do have loved ones, friends, who support us, and then what? Oh my gosh, I'll get back to this person. I have one of my friends he sent me a text and he's a mess, getting me distracted for no reason. Okay, let me go to here. Wait, how come this thing is not coming? Okay, now it's here. Let me see. Okay. Whew, Lord Jesus. All right. So we have our sister, um our sister Aisha Ankra. We do have some friends and families, who also do educative programs. Some are doing it on TikTok, others are doing it on Facebook and other social media platforms, YouTube and stuff. Sister Aisha does not do program, but she's very supportive. Every educative program that I go on, I see her over there. She produced her productive contribution, share the program whenever she can. She also does a lot of, like, she does traveling. She provide resources and information to parents who have children with disability, because she has a lot of knowledge about that, uh, resources in abroad that, the government provide for children with disability. Some disability is visible, others are not so visible. And we do have some parents within our Ghanaian community, sometimes when they do have a child with disability, they act embarrassed, and they don't want anybody to know, and make fun of their children, or like label them. But it's not something, children with disability, they can function the same way that any other person could. They just, some of them may require some services, to support their needs, and they can also learn a lot. Majority of them are very articulate, very smart. Some of them are geniuses. They can process things, within a matter of seconds. Others, it takes time for them to process. You have some who are like nonverbal, and parents, do their very best with their nonverbal children, because if you have a stranger or someone take care of them and they're not well trained, they can abuse them emotionally, psychologically, physically. So they want to make sure that they leave their children in good hands, someone who is trustworthy. Some family members will also step in to provide the support, and some mothers will stop working and take care of their own children to make sure that the children are safe. So Sister Aisha, she sells Juice Plus natural supplement. You can order some from her, DM her, and she will provide you all the necessary adequate information regarding Juice Plus, what it does for you. I take the Omega since 2020 for joint pain, and I have not had any pain. So struggle. Like a couple weeks ago, I sat down in a certain way longer than I was supposed to. And when I tried to get up, like, I felt some sharp pain in my back. I don't know what happened. For 2 days, I could not move. I couldn't even put my pants on. It was crazy. Kay and my kids had to help me, like getting up from my bed. I had to call my son Nanakwesi to hold my hands to help me when their dad was not at the house, putting on my clothes. I have to call my daughter to come and help me put it on. It was crazy. But even through that, I was able to like do my exercise. I took my Omega Juice Plus. I didn't take any pain medication. And then, did some exercise that will not strain the pain that was, coming from my back. And thank God, after a couple days, it just went away. So I have learned not to sit in a certain position too long to do that. Sister Aisha also sell kitchenware, pots, so the set, plate where plate sets. She sells all of them. When you call her, she will let you know if the shipment costs more than your purchase. She will redirect you elsewhere. That's the type of person that she is. And then she also sell Avon products. The Avon products, you have to reside in UK to um, purchase the Avon products. I just looked down because I was trying to see if I had one of Sister Sage Williams' shirt on, but I don't today. So let's move on. We have Sister Sage Williams. You go to sageshare.com to get some of her boutique clothing, authentic merchandises. She sells t-shirts, nice, very nice, unique African printed, shirt. That you can wear to not overdress or underdress. You look very unique. Yeah, you can put it on casual pants, skirts, shorts, whatsoever. Some of you have seen me wear it even in my daily exercise. Some of the videos that I have posted, you see me wearing those exceptional authentic shirts. So, if you wondering where I'm getting them from, sageshare.com. She sells creams, it has shea butter in there for dry skin. It makes your skin look nice and smooth. Jewelry, earrings, bracelet, um, necklace, and so many others, beads, scarf, handbags, other accessories. For the dresses, 80% is one size fits all. The 15% you have to be a particular size with waist size 32 or below to fit into those outfits. Uh, if you go into sageshare.com and you do not see the color of shirt that you would like, just order what you need to order. You're going to see a comment box. You will let Sister Sage Williams know the colors that you're looking for. If you don't have any idea which color will look good on you or which color you want, she should be able to help you with that. Her customer service is fantastic. I love it. I have not had any issues or any problems ordering from her. If she tells you you're going to get it in 3 days, within 1 week, you will get it. She tracks it. She will send you the tracking number. Me, I don't even pay attention to it. But she always tell me, okay, she will send me a text. Sister Adjoa, your package should be arriving soon, or they deliver your package, and I'll open the door and it's right there. And sometimes within a couple of minutes, I hear my doorbell ring. I go and, oh yeah, the package is there. So she's very consistent with that and precise. No issues at all. So let's support Sister Sage Williams by going to sageshare.com to check out other merchandises products that she also sell. And then we have our sister Belinda Ejari. Sister Belinda Ejari, she has an African store in the Bronx, New York. So the place is called B&B African Caribbean Market, which is located at 1163 Boston Road, Bronx, New York 10456. GPS, you just put in the address and you should be able to come there. So if you make a visit to New York, make your way to the Bronx, the area that she's at is also safe, very nice neighborhood. You can go and purchase some to get some best African food to support our sister Obapa Belinda Ejari. Thank you so very much. And then we have lunchtime talk. Sister Awumre Kwa, she is a counselor. She also the upload some videos, with bangers, a lot of nuggets, teaches life issues. Sometimes she does talk about how you may call it life issue itself, relationship, marriages, all around. So go to Lunchtime Talk to check out her page. You can also subscribe her on her YouTube page, Lunchtime Talk. We also have Sister Sika. Sister Sage, I imprinted in my head. Sister Sika Educate. She also does educative program. You can follow her on YouTube also and Facebook with Sika Educate. That's pretty wonderful. She also uses her experience, also to educate. I think each and every one of us have been through stuff, experienced things, have a lot of life learning lessons, that untold stories. Also, let's follow Ayeyi. Ayeyi, this young lady, she is incredible, very intelligent. She is so positive. I mean, she's inspirational person. She's been through so much and everything, but she will make your day. So let's make sure we support her as well and follow her. And we also have our sister Nana Araba. Uh Obapa Nana Araba, I'm just going to have her introduce herself. Let me share this. Hold on. Okay. Let me share her right here. Okay, let me see. There she is. Okay.
Why don't you visit us this month of love at www.challengebookshop.com. Get something on marriage, relationship, love, affection, parenting, family. You can get books like Answers for Your Marriage, 5 Love Languages, books on counseling. You can get storybooks for the kids. So visit us today at www.challengebookshop.com and enjoy love to the max. Love is a beautiful thing. Why don't you visit us this month of love at www.challengebookshop.com. Get something on marriage, relationship, love, affection, parenting, family. You can get books like Answers for Your Marriage, 5 Love Languages, books on counseling. You can get storybooks for the kids. So visit us today at www.challengebookshop.com and enjoy love to the max.
Thank you, she works with Challenge Enterprises of Ghana as a digital marketing officer. So let's go and support them at www.challengebookshop.com. Thank you, Papa. And then we have Sister Ya for the Atobra. Before I do that, let me go here. I have to just give one more thing. Oh my gosh, where is it? I just saw that it just disappeared on me. Okay, where did it go? All right. Okay. All right, so let me go to Sister Ya for the Atubra. Our author, we have our sister Angelina Ba. She does program on Facebook and YouTube. Her Facebook page is Angie's Talk. You can follow her and also subscribe her YouTube. She talk about our well-being, mental health. So let's go and support her. Sister for that. Sister for that, bro. Her Facebook page is Antilla's Book Corner. Her YouTube is Antilla's Book Channel, right? She does live program every other Saturday. So next week Saturday she'll be live. So you can subscribe her YouTube and also follow her on Facebook. So when she does come live, you can participate, be part of her program, ask questions if you need to. Her co-host is Sister Ya. Boatima Boatin Russell. She comes live at 11 a.m. MSC time and 1 p.m. USD time. 1 p.m. EST time. Sister Ya also have Antia's Own It Academy coaching and book publishing services. She has written 5 books, and her first book is inspirational book. Refreshing of My Thirsty Soul. The second book, my personal favorite, but I love all her books, is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. The third book is devotional book, is Refreshing of My Weary Soul. The fourth book, which is the #1 bestseller at Amazon, is Own It, a guideline to taking accountability and responsibility of your own journey. And then her fifth book is My Unapologetic Self. Our sister Obapa Nanaraba has made the perfect advertisement video, so I'm going to play it. So go to Amazon, get your copy of any of her 5 books written. You can also get a copy of my book, which is which is Unveiling My Life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. So let me just play the video quick. Hold on. Share. Okay, this is it.
Have you heard of Yafoda Atobra? She's an Amazon best-selling author and has 5 books to her credit. She's the CEO of the Own It Academy, a book coach. Among the people she has coached is Ajua Odo Mensa Sasu of the Ajua Odo Talk Show, a Facebook live show. She has written a book which goes beyond the memoir titled Unveiling My Life, a guide to breaking free and reclaiming my life. Ya Boatima Boatin Russell, who has written Echoes of Ya BBR's Chronicles, an overview of self-discovery and building bonds. Why don't you contact Ya Foda Atobra today and get that book going?
Thank you, Obapa Nanaraba. Oh, that is so awesome. Bro, welcome. Samuel Mensah. So what about Betehana? Why you just hiding behind, right? You're not saying nothing. That's quite okay. So so let me see. He's making me laugh. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So go and get your copy. Also, like some Saturdays, Sister Ya for that Tobra, Sister Ya, Boatin Russell, and myself, we will also be coming live on TikTok to talk about, authors hub Y2A, right? So Y2A, you guys get it, right? 2 Yas and 1 Ajwa, right there. We there. So you guys stay tuned. We have a lot of things that we're going to be implementing on social media. So you guys come and support us. I think I'm going to, leave you guys here. So, as we said, I would say in conclusion, right? I have to, because I need to jump out of this very soon. Okay. In conclusions, life having ups and downs, in every situation that we go in, sometimes, we create our own problems and certain conditions, how we react to things, how quick or how we approach things. There isn't any situation in this world that we cannot overcome it if we trust ourselves, our ability, and we learn some coping skills to better ourselves. Oh, Sam, I spoke earlier in regards to, checking in with you to find out when it will be a good day or a good time for you to come and educate us on some techniques with TCI, to help some parents and some people, learn to manage their emotions and help um, loved ones who struggles with anger management and so forth. So I'll follow up with you on that. Sometimes how we react to things, people that we listen to, those we give our power to control us, like puppets, can really extend our challenges and struggles and difficulties in life. However, if we are to kind of like take a step back and learn coping skills that we can utilize. I mean, when you learn different coping skills, you will know which one to use when the time comes, right? And at times, we also need to prepare ourselves that you might know as much, but sometimes techniques that may work today or a couple seconds ago may not work down the line. It will take some other time or a new person for that to work. But that doesn't mean that once you use that technique, you just forget it, right? There are a lot of methods that can be used if you are willing to learn them, right? How to talk to people is very important. When you come on social media, if you don't know how to talk to people, you're always going to be stepping on people's toe, and people are going to be misunderstanding you, and you can get yourself in trouble or in situation that you may not be able to get yourself out. Sometimes our mouth alone, what we say, can get us in trouble or put you in a place that you will leave to regret it. Being able to be receptive to other people's opinion without being rude and disrespectful, and also not starting unnecessary arguments or altercation that will not bring any type of growth. I mean, like, the purpose is for people to grow as we go, right? We do have some adults who have no sense of boundaries. They will say things and do things like, there is no tomorrow. But it's not everybody who's going to be receptive to any type of foolish behavior or nonsense. Some people are used to being um pampered, right? Or like other people enabling uh their nonsense. So like everywhere they go, they don't they will just go out and get out of control. It's not that. Some people will put you in your place, right? And how they'll say they will do it with style. And trust me, you don't want to engage in discussion or any type of dialogue when you lacking of knowledge or wisdom, because we have pretty good intelligent people, some people with critical thinkers, and we also cannot forget that we have some people who are very unintelligent because they beneath the baseline. um, so uh, you back, where did you go? You went for Tonga. Obama Belinda, Jerry, welcome. So until then, we just need to work on ourselves. Always practice everything, self-love, self-love, self-care, self-assessment, have self-restraint, making sure you have self-value, you have self-confidence. Just continue to build yourself up. Don't limit yourself for anything, because in life, as time goes, things are changing. I'm sure there are some things that we could have gotten away with or done 10 years ago that today is nothing, right? So the more you learn, right, uh, the better life becomes, right? Brother Prince, welcome. How are you? So no, not today. Today we didn't go there. Today we just came to talk about ups and downs of life. Um, life being full of up and downs, and just because you fall, it doesn't mean that you stay down there. You always need to get up. Never in your life give up. Obapa Elizabeth came and said what she knows in life is to never give up, no matter what your circumstances. Try your very best to find solutions to every problem. Don't sit around expecting other people to save you. When you're going to sit there till that kingdom come. Just do your best, and break the cycle of negativity. Always speak positivity into yourself. So until then, one love to each and every one of you. Take care of yourself and each other. Until we meet again, follow me on TikTok, Ajua Odomensa. Subscribe my YouTube, Ajua Odo Mensa. Follow me on Facebook, Ajua Odo Mensa, which is my personal Facebook account. Or you can follow me and like Ajua Odo Mensa talk show page. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye. Okay.